Hello everyone, I'm Yankovic. Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be reacting to your favorite Canadian YouTuber, screw it up. Your favorite Canadian YouTuber's video, Show Off Showdown, Weird Al, Yankovic versus Bob Rivers. So if you guys haven't seen this video, go and watch the video first. So come back, watch it. So let's continue. Okay, I'm going to say it. I know who Weird Al is. I mean, I remember most of his songs. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Something. That was a long time ago. I'm fat. What else? Oh, there was Spy Hard. That was really good. They call it Spy Hard. Oh, that was a good song. Anyways, yes. I know who that guy is, but Bob Rivers. Okay, you guys can either punch me for not knowing this guy, because I know there's going to be people that says, how can you not know who Bob Rivers is? Like I said, I have absolutely no idea who this guy is. Like I said, I have absolutely no idea. I mean, like I said, I know who Weird Al is. I mean, considering like he did some of the parody of the Michael Jackson songs. Other than that, I mean, and the other guy, I have absolutely no idea. And to those who want to kill me for not knowing who the other guy is, I do apologize. I really do. So, I'm gonna go with Weird Al simply because I know some of his songs. So, yeah, without said and done, let's get to watching. I'm fat, I'm really fat. Okay, so this is Weird Al versus Bob Rivers. Show Off Showdown in 3, 2, 1, and go!
Welcome to Show Off Showdown! In this series, the fighters are called Show-Offs, and this is the series for the Show Off Showdown! Now let's meet the Show-Offs for tonight's showdown, shall we? Tonight, we have a battle between the two kings of parody music. That's right, Weird Al Yankovic versus Bob Rivers.
Awesome.
Who will take the crown as the true king of parody? Well, let's find out. Oh, and before we begin, this battle will feature a full-on pre-analysis for both characters.
I like
so let's not waste any more time and get straight into it, shall we? Now without further ado, it's time for the Show Off Showdown pre-analysis. When it comes to parody music, nobody does it better than Weird Al Yankovic or Bob Rivers. However, there is only room on that throne for one king of parody, and today we find out who that is. Now you're probably wondering, how exactly is this fight gonna happen? Well, here's how it's gonna work. Basically, whatever they sing comes to life. Think of it as similar to the Scribblenauts games, where you can create literally any noun or adjective just by writing it down in Maxwell's notebook. But instead of bringing objects to life with a magic notebook, Weird Al and Bob Rivers will be bringing things to life using lyrics within their songs, and they can use whatever they can find hidden within their lyrics to use against one another in battle. Not only that, but we will also be analyzing their fictional personas, and using whatever cameos or roles they played as feats to back them up. Okay, now that I explained how this battle's gonna work, let's get started, shall we? Now, Weird Al Yankovic hardly needs an introduction. We all know him, we all love him. But to briefly sum it up, this wacky polka-loving parody king is well known for being hilariously clever, creative, and enthusiastic. He has the voice of an angel, he's absolutely timeless, literally, he never ages, and he is a certified musical genius. Honestly, what's not to love about him? In fact, if I continue to list all of his positive qualities, then this video may never end. So you know what? I'll just let Homer Simpson sum it up.
He who's tired of Weird Al is tired of life.
Yeah, it's about time he finally got his own star on the Walk of Fame, and I can't wait to meet him in person, because I've got tickets to see Weird Al Yankovic this upcoming summer of 2019. Ooh. I don't mean to brag or anything, but that's pretty awesome. Now, to list all of Weird Al's songs would be nearly impossible, as there are so many it would make this video last for hours, so I'll just list a few of the greatest songs he's written. Some of Weird Al's greatest hits we all know and love include the following: Eat It, Fat, Dare to be Stupid, Smells Like Nirvana, One More Minute, White and Nerdy, Amish Paradise, Like a Surgeon, Yoda, The Saga Begins, Another One Rides the Bus, My Belonga, Perform This Way, Jurassic Park, Living with a Hernia, Gump, Word Crimes, Foil, Party in the CIA, Bedrock Anthem, I Lost on Jeopardy, and many, many more. Now, exactly what kinds of feats has Weird Al shown that would be useful for a versus debate? Well, Weird Al was once shown flying like Superman and likely possesses similar speed, making him massively faster than light. Weird Al has also shown some very impressive durability, as he can survive getting stepped on, disemboweled, and eaten alive by dinosaurs. He can rip out his internal organs and set his body on fire with no negative effects whatsoever, got hit by a car, can withstand microwave radiation, survived getting electrocuted in the shower, which would normally kill a human being, and he can even withstand getting brutally tortured and interrogated without cracking even once. Now, in terms of what kinds of impressive roles he's played, Weird Al Yankovic was once an agent of the CIA, he was also a Jedi who could use the Force to move objects, and he's even played numerous cartoon characters such as a robot in Uncle Grandpa, an evil banana named Dr. Screwball Jones, a magician named Presto Changeo, an evil wizard named the Probabilitor in Gravity Falls, the Riddler in Batman, and believe it or not, he's even voiced the God of Apocalypse, Darkseid.
Wait a minute,
you missed. Now, I know that this is a heavily controversial subject, but at least it makes a great feat to use for a versus debate, just like Indiana Jones' refrigerator feat from Crystal Skull.
You missed one character.
Okay, now I know that there's quite a few cameos that I haven't mentioned, such as Cheese Sandwich from My Little Pony, for example, but I think I've covered pretty much all of the most impressive ones that qualify for a versus debate. Although, if there's any feats or roles I've missed that you believe makes Weird Al OP, then let me know in the comments below. As we all know, Weird Al has been doing this for quite a long time, and still continues to show his amazing work to this day. While there are many other parody songwriters out there, Weird Al has a charm that will never be matched. Or at least not until we get to his opponent, which we will do right now. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Bob Rivers.
Okay,
never heard of him?
No.
Well, you heard of him now. Now, while Bob Rivers is not nearly as well known as Weird Al, he too possesses a very comedically clever, creative, and talented mind, one that even rivals that of Weird Al Yankovic. Bob Rivers started out as a rock and roll on-air personality back in the 80s, as well as a prolific producer and songwriter, especially many parody songs, such as his Twisted Tunes, but most famous for his Christmas song parodies. In fact, his first album, Twisted Christmas, was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America. In fact, he's even won 3 People's Choice Awards for Best Minute of the Year in Seattle Radio, as well as being twice voted Radio and Records Major Market Rock Personality of the Year, which is quite an achievement. Anyway, Bob Rivers has made at least 5 Christmas parody albums, including Twisted Christmas, I Am Santa Claus, More Twisted Christmas, Chipmunks Roasting on an Open Fire, and White Trash Christmas. All of these are very hilarious, well-written, and entertaining albums, and I highly recommend listening to them, especially around the holidays. Anyway, like Weird Al, Bob Rivers has written a lot of parody songs, and if I had to list some of my personal favorites, they would be the following. What If God Smoked Cannabis? The 12 Pains of Christmas. Walking Around in Women's Underwear. The Restroom Door Said Gentleman. Teddy the Red-Nosed Senator. Grab Ya Balls. It's the most fattening time of the year. Starring Richard Simmons. Toy Sack, Police Stop My Car, Yellow Snow, The Twisted Chipmunk Song, Chipmunks Roasting on an Open Fire, Who Put the Stump, which is one of my personal favorites, Christmas Office Party, There's a Santa Who Looks a Lot Like Elvis, Pokemon, yes, he actually wrote a song about Pokemon.
Really?
Flu Ride, Santa Claus is Foolin' Around, What If Eminem Did Jingle Bells, Osama Got Ran Over by a Reindeer, White Trash Christmas, and many more. Now, with all these great parody songs, it's hard not to mistake them for Weird Al's music. However, while they may seem similar, Bob Rivers' style of parody music is actually quite different from Weird Al's. One of the most distinct differences between them is night and day. Or in other words, while most of Weird Al's themes are fairly subtle and fun for the whole family, a lot of Bob Rivers songs can be seen as a lot more ballsy. Most of the themes in Bob Rivers songs are a lot less subtle and family friendly, and are more intended for adult audiences. Some of his songs could be considered offensive or controversial in some ways, but it's mainly satirical and meant for laughs only, so a very good sense of humor is required to listen to them. Not recommended for SJWs. Let me put it to you this way. If SNL and Cards Against Humanity had a baby, it would likely be Bob Rivers music. Now, on a different
who
note,
doesn't
another
hate
distinct difference between the two is that while
SHOWs?
Weird Al usually
Hate
sings
them.
all of his songs he writes, most of the songs Bob Rivers writes are actually performed or sung by professional singers or impersonators who actually sound almost exactly like the artists who sung the original songs, and sometimes even better, which is quite impressive if you ask me. Now that I've digested all of that, you're probably wondering, does Bob Rivers have any impressive feats or cameo roles worth noting? Well, after doing a bit of in-depth research, here's what I managed to dig up for Bob. Believe it or not, Bob Rivers has actually made 2 cameo appearances in Star Trek Enterprise. The first episode was 0 Hour, in which he acted as a lieutenant on the Starship Enterprise, and the second was These Are the Voyages, where he played an engineer. Now, even though Bob hasn't had a lot of screen time in Star Trek, let's say that theoretically, being a lieutenant on the Starship Enterprise, Bob has likely been trained in hand-to-hand combat similar to other members of the Enterprise, as well as being armed with a phaser. And without any other confirmation, that's about as much as I can dig up for him. Although, not to mention, Bob also executive produced a documentary called Senegal, Africa, Through My Eyes in 2009. Just thought you'd like to know that. Now, even though Bob doesn't have a lot going for him in terms of feats, but he and his work will remain timeless masterpieces to this day. Sadly though, every legacy has to die eventually, as Bob Rivers is currently retired, as far as I know at least. However, he has made a brief comeback in 2016 when he made a parody song about Donald Trump during the 2016 election. So maybe, just maybe, Bob Rivers isn't as retired as we thought he was. Will he ever show any more of his amazing works in the future? Well, we can only hope so. But a more important question for right now is, does he have a chance against Weird Al Yankovic in an all-out parody fight to the death? Well, we're about to find out. This is it, folks. Who will be the winner of this ultimate crazy epic showdown? It's time to find out. Now, without further ado, it's time for the Show-Off Showdown.
Actually, you know,
Get ready for the next battle.
was.
Fight!
Got an AK-47.
Ah, okay. Ouch. Okay, I'm ready.
Police, stop my car.
Pokemon Pikachu.
Funny.
Bulbasaur, the kids all want a Charmander.
They want a Squirtle too. I'll blow their brains out with my Smith and Wesson.
Huh. Who knew?
The night Santa went crazy. Oh, we roast his nuts on a big ass fire. I'll sue ya.
Because I got hot.
What if God smoked cannabis?
They put, yeah.
And the Illuminati know. Missiles are on their way. What a crazy fluke. We're gonna get nuked on the jolly holiday.
Dead.
Well, that was weird. Now let's discuss how and why Weird Al Yankovic wins this epic
Because he's
comedic
the most
parody
popular,
showdown.
obviously.
Now before I go over statistics, I'll say this. In terms of who is the superior parody songwriter, that's all a matter of opinion and entirely up for you to decide. If you ask me, I'd say they're pretty much even, to the point where I can't decide who I like better. But that has nothing to do with who would win in a fight. Now in terms of who is more experienced, I'll say this. While Bob Rivers may be about 3 years older than Weird Al, and while they have both been writing parody songs since the 80s, Weird Al is generally more experienced in this field, as he still continues to perform and write parody songs to this day, while Bob Rivers is pretty much retired as of now. Enough said. Now as for the stuff that's actually important while discussing who would win in a fight, to be honest, you probably should have seen this coming. I mean, not only does Weird Al have a lot more useful lyrics to work with and bring to life into battle, but he also has a lot more feats to back him up. All that could be dug up for Bob Rivers were his brief Star Trek cameos, and that's about it. While Weird Al has played much more impressive roles, from Jedi to evil wizards to the God of Apocalypse Darkseid himself. That alone is more than enough to explain why Weird Al stomps this. And I don't even need to mention his Superman speed or impressive durability now, do I? You know what? I think I said enough. So overall, while Weird Al and Bob Rivers are both amazing songwriters and genius masters of parody, Al Yankovic was just too weird for Bob to handle. So in the end, Weird Al remains the king, so just let the river flow. The winner of this battle is Weird Al Yankovic. Next time on Show Off Showdown!
He's pretty funny. I like him. Who's next? It is. It is. Final. Oh, okay. It's the apocalypse. It's Galactus versus the Darkness. I said, does that mean he's gonna stop?
Such insignificant creatures. They dare steal from Galactus. For that, I will destroy their planet.
Damn. So
You didn't really think this was over, did you? You can't defeat me, fools! Skylands is doomed, and the universe is mine. All shall fear and obey me. I am the darkness!
I bet the Darkness is like a little speck to Galactus.
Got any ideas for Show Off Showdown? Then let me know in the comments below. And hopefully, I just might do them. Now stay tuned for the next episode of Show Off Showdown!
I'm so fat, I'm fat. Yeah. That was well deserved. I love Weird Al. He's fun. Loads of fun. Definitely deserved the win there. Absolutely wonderful. So, well, I mean, okay, Bob Rivers, I didn't really like know who he was, but Weird Al definitely. He's a lot lost. I loved him. So yeah, that was pretty freaking awesome. I can't wait until well, I'll say it again. The finals for the next episode, Galactus versus the Darkness, which is gonna be awesome! Yay! awesome. So, what sort of ideas? Oh, yeah, obviously, okay. Gremlins versus Critters. The evil leprechaun from the horror films versus Jack Frost, the Kill Snowman. Yeah, I've completely forgotten. So, yeah, that was pretty freaking sweet. I can't wait until Show Off Showdown's Galactus versus the Darkness. That'll be freaking sweet to see. So, if there's anything you guys want me to react to, just leave in the comment section below, and I'll get to that video as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching, and if there's a series you want me to check out and review and give my thoughts on it, or if there's a top 10 list you want me to do, or any reactions, or responses, or rants on anything geeky, just leave links and comments in the comment sections below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And if you guys want to follow me on my social medias, I'm on minds.com, Twitch, Dailymotion, and Hatron, Reddit, BitChute, aka the new YouTube, DeviantArt, Discord, VidMe, Gab, Twitter, Tumblr, Patreon, GoFundMe, PayPal, and my other social medias are down there in the description box below, so if you want to go and check them out, please do. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And please go and check out my new skeptic channel, Gypsy Freak. It's also down there in the description box below. Peace out.